Yes, here we go. So yes, how this is going to run is for the first 30 minutes, I will give you a little bit of a run through the 6-phase meditation to give you an idea what this is, what this whole package idea actually is, and how it has helped me in my life to like really get to the place where I'm at today, where I can truly say, oh my gosh, how did this happen? And I'm not even anywhere close to where I actually desire to be. And yet here I am feeling like a gazillion times better than I have for the last 10 years. And then 30 minutes for the visualization together. And then another 30 minutes for questions and answers and stuff. And I will tune into the things you wanted to create and the challenges that everybody put into the signing up form, so I can tap into what everybody needs and see how that relates to the practice that I'm sharing. Yeah? All right. Perfect. So let me go and find my slide. Here we go. And that's going to be interesting now as well, how this shows on the screen when there's more people. You can see it big? Can you see it well? Good. All right. So yes. So what I'm going to share with you today is the 6-phase meditation protocol by Vishen Lakhiani. This is the foundation of what I'm going to be sharing. I will try to focus it mostly on that. But as my journey went and as I have practiced this meditation and this whole protocol myself, I started realizing a few things that didn't really fully resonate with me, the way that it was taught. So I went into more of a side road and finding different ways to get to the same result that he was teaching. So that being said, the foundation and the idea of the 6-phase meditation is so brilliant and so powerful. And I find that with my whole journey, I have made it even more powerful because of certain things that I realized are just like, there's just little nuances that for the beginner mind might not be so easily understood. Right. So I want to share with you a little bit my story, real brief, real quick. There's obviously so much more to that, but just to give you an overview of where I'm coming from and where I'm at today. So my whole spiritual awakening journey kind of thing started around 2012. That's why when I really started to have some sort of a downward spiral of depression. And that really lasted for almost a decade. It's been on and off. I never had to get a diagnosis and never needed medication, but I suppose it was my life as well that just was flexible enough that a depression phase was able to be in, and it was always changing a little bit. So that's how I started. And then 2014, I found yoga by accident and I started studying yoga. And I really thought at that time, when I was doing my teacher training, that I found the holy grail for well-being. But I really should have, I should learn otherwise as I went through this practice and through doing all of these beautiful practices and integrating all of the gratitude and the positive affirmation statements, etc., and meditation. And for some reason, it just brought me even more down the spiral of depression oftentimes. And I was confused. So that made me go on a journey of like, why does that not work for me? I'm doing all the things. And then 2015, after a very short, intense and challenging relationship, and yet another episode of really deep depression. Oh, let me get that person real quick in. Where is it? No. Oh, the sound isn't good. Right. Okay. Yes. Yes, I did experience narcissistic abuse. Sounds like in the Dark Night of the Soul. That's definitely what that was. So yes, after a very short, intense relationship, I got into more depression. I started realizing that even though I had everything, I was living in paradise. I had this perfect partner, and everything was just like going down. And I started realizing that my relationship with my partner wasn't gonna be working. It wasn't what I projected on it to be, and so I decided to let my partner go, and then eventually had to file divorce because the gentle separation did not did not work the way I envisioned that. So that was the beginning of 2 years at least. Like it's still dragging tiny little bits from, but 2 years of really, really darkness followed that experience as my ex managed to get into my head with some really untrue, painful, and disruptive words and ripped my heart apart in that sense, because I really felt, and I still think, that he was the one that opened my heart the most and that I loved the most so far. I isolated for 2 years, and recovery has been very tough since. 2017, I stumbled accidentally over Vishen's book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, on Amazon. I ordered it, and my life hasn't been the same ever since, because that's also the book where he explains and shares this whole concept around the 6-phase meditation. 2020, after quite some trial and error of finding my way through and around all those teachings, I have put together my very own version of this protocol to basically make myself a course and give myself that toolbox to navigate life in a more joyful and self-empowered way, basically. I called this course the Empowered Living course, and it's still now where it carries this title. And in it, I teach the 7 most important tools to living a self-empowered, conscious, and joyful life. It is strongly based on the 6-phase meditation, and yet goes really so much more into depth, as I have included a lot of different and very important missing keys to understand really the depths and the nuances of all of these phases and of all of these skills. I call them skills or tools. And today, 2023, I am for the first time feeling like I am 95% depression free. I feel confident in my body again. I feel confident in social gatherings again. I feel strong in my soul, in my body. I feel that confidence that I first felt when I met my ex-husband. He was the one who first was able to get that out of it. And that was probably a reason why he got so much into my heart and into my soul with that. And yeah, I'm really like, today I can really say I am genuinely happy, the happiest I've ever been since 15 years, if not my entire life. And even though when I was the happiest 15 years ago, it was happy that was very self-centered. So due to childhood trauma and everything, a very tricky childhood, I started developing a lot of walls around me that would protect me from being hurt or from being blamed or whatever. And so I had these walls, and I was very happy inside of it, but I really didn't care what anybody else outside of that felt. So if they would agree with me, that's good. They can be happy with me. If they disagreed with me, then boom, they're gone, like instantly. And I just didn't care. And so that definitely has changed in many ways. Not that I've become a people pleaser. I have never been that, but managed to learn how to still love another even though they disagree with me. And yeah, so now, even though I do still have episodes of like depressions, of heaviness coming on to me, I feel so much more equipped and resilient in the way that I deal with these situations. And I really I say that that's the work of the 6-phase meditation. That's what I have learned within that whole time of studying all of the elements of the 6-phase meditation. So what is the 6-phase meditation? The 6-phase meditation is a meditation protocol put together for the modern badass Buddha. Basically, for anyone who has a hard time just sitting in stillness for hours on end, who finds it really tricky to calm the mind, to still the mind, and to basically just sit still. The 6-phase meditation is more of a visualization and a transformational, transcendental practice, which means that you give your brain something to do the entire time, something to think about. But instead of just thinking about random things and negative things and things that are not working in your life, you start actually using the power of your mind with the visualizations to create a new life experience for yourself. Not only a new life experience, but a new life overall eventually. It helps you clear out the past and any negative tension that is still attached to you from the past, helps you let go of old luggage that you know is no longer serving you, and yet somehow you just can't let it go. The 6-phase meditation helps us to be so much more appreciative of the present moment. You become more aware of what is, of what you receive into your life, and start seeing things as they come at you in a different way. And it really helps you build a vision for yourself that keeps you alive and thriving in bliss. It is a flexible meditation practice that you can eventually and also want to try to play with in multiple creative ways. So you really want to adapt these visualizations to your own needs according to what you need in a certain situation in life. The idea and how it works. The idea behind the 6-phase meditation is that with this whole 6-phase meditation, as we're going to practice it today as a compounded practice, it's designed to be a simple, powerful, and practical meditation protocol that you can use on a daily basis. So the original one taught by Vishen, he promotes it with 20 minutes. I have no idea how he manages it. So I really feel like 30 minutes you need. Once you get into the run of things and you really internalize the whole protocol and you don't need the verbal guidance, you will be able to run through it much faster. It's designed to be almost like a little daily dusting off of the house, of the shelves, just a little sweep of an already mostly clean and tidy home, right? So it's the dusting off. But in order for, I'm going to get to that in a second. So how it works is that practicing the 6-phase meditation is really like the sweeping of dust in the entire house to keep it clean, as I just said. It's best practiced early morning, right after waking up, or in the evening just before you fall asleep. That is because that's when your brain is already in a nice and calm state that is even easier to be brought into lower brain waves to become much more suggestible for the visualizations to really be internalized. So we dust off and brush off over all of the rooms in the house. And the rooms are, in this visualization, compassion, which is love and unity. It's gratitude. It's forgiveness. These 3 phases of the 6-phase meditation are here designed to clear out the past, to get yourself to a place where you feel light and at ease and in a good point in yourself. And then we have the room of vision, visualization, the power of choice, and connection to a higher source, a driving source. And that is to build your new and desired life from a place of already confident and strong feeling. But there is a potential problem to this little easy 6-phase meditation practice, and that is that sweeping and dusting really only makes sense when all of the rooms are really cleaned up and tidy and put nicely in a way that makes you feel comfortable in it, right? And that is really what we are doing in the deep dive of the Empowered Living course eventually. So what can you do about that little issue when your house is maybe not so clean just yet? About house, I talk about your home, your body. And in that case, you have two different options. You have the option to take whatever you learned today in this presentation and start researching each of these skills to learn more about them. Practice this visualization that we're going to do today daily. Integrate the skills in daily situations as they come along, and learn how to adapt the skills depending on the different situations that you're encountering. The difficulty here may be that it may take months, years probably, to really be fully integrated as you move through that by yourself. Life will still keep being painful a lot of the times because it's difficult to really know in which situation to use what skill. Again, you can't dust off a messy house, so you really have to use a lot of self-discipline and self-drive and willingness to get into each room, to look at all the things, to see what you can, must, should, want to let go of, what is good to keep, what is good to be refurnished, and all this kind of things. And I think we all know how hard it can be to actually clean out a house that's filled with things of memories and that we somehow have memories attached to. So it can be very helpful to have someone supporting you in the decision making. And yeah, it just will require a lot of your own research and a lot of your own energy and time to dive into all of this. The second option is you're going to dive deep with me. Join me in a group of 10 people this October for a life-changing 6-month group program, or work with me one-on-one to start immediately. And the benefits that you will have from that is that you will have the full skill set acquired within 8 to 12 weeks. That's how long it's going to take you to learn about each skill, to integrate it to a minimum so that your body already has a certain new default mode to go back to. You will start learning how to enjoy life's challenges. You will be able to tailor each skill to your own liking and to your own needs much faster. You will have the support of a community or me. And yeah, you will be fully integrated and ready to continue on your own, really strong and confident after the work we've done together. So none of these is better or worse. It's just I've done the left side. I've done it myself, and it took me 10 years. It took me 10 years to get to the point where I'm at today. Not saying it has to take that long for you. We're all different. But yeah, and I had a lot of time to do my research and my practices and all of that, given the way that I set up my life already. So yeah, just make sure that you clean out the garbage, let go of the old dust catchers, tidy up every single room, top to bottom, mop down the stairs, clean the windows, rearrange things new, and have a vision on the final look and feel you wish to have in your home, in your life, in your body, in your soul. So here are the 6+1 skills that you will learn in the 6-phase meditation and in my course. Number 1 is actually the one that I added, but I find it so important and I added it anyway today already. And that is the skill of radical acceptance. This, in my experience, is really the foundation required for any practice to flourish in. If we don't have the skill of being able to accept things for what they are, it is going to be really, really difficult for any seed that we're going to plant into the soil to actually really grow strong. Skill number 2, phase number 1 of the 6-phase meditation is compassion. This skill teaches you the most important skill of all, and that is the one of love and unity. You will learn a deep understanding of how to generate love and how to emanate it into the world so that you can stop relying on outward sources to give you that feeling of love and unity, and start learning that it is actually generated inside of you, and whatever you emanate out will come back to you through different channels and different ways. Phase number 2 is gratitude. The art of gratitude is a little bit more complex than just being logically grateful for good things in life. And that's the way that I feel it's often taught, right? So it just thinks like, yeah, I'm just grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, and then that's going to make my life better. But that's actually not really how gratitude really works. The secret really lies in the feeling that you create and the ability to also be grateful for anything, actually, anything, no matter what. Also the negative things that enter your life. That one might take a little bit of practice, but it's really that understanding that you will be able to really start feeling that bliss and that gratitude. Because whatever you receive is a gift, no matter whether it's positive or negative. And we have phase number 3, which is forgiveness. And that one is the most potent and also the most difficult skill for a lot of us, if not all of us, to start with. This is the skill of letting go. This is what will help you let go of old stories, let go of people and drama and this holding back feeling that you might feel when you feel stuck and not able to move forward into your dream. This one will require some time and a willingness to trust, and also willingness to understand forgiveness in a new way. But this is really the road to becoming unfuckwithable. And so if you master these 4 skills, you create discipline. And that's also a word that Vishen came up with, but I love it a lot. So I like to use that. And that is the discipline of bliss. If you continuously practice radical acceptance, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness, you have a discipline that creates and generates bliss on a daily basis. And the following will teach you how to change your reality. And that one is vision and North Star. That one is really, really important. It's a huge topic, and it has so many layers to that. But the ground idea is that in order for us to have a joyful, conscious, and self-empowered life, we have to have some sort of a vision of our near and far future. This vision may change over time. It may change as we grow. It may change as our journey moves forward, as we move through life. So think of this more like a compass, a guiding line, guiding point, rather than a specific goal that you need to achieve in order to feel a certain way. And that brings us to the difference of means goals versus end goals, right? So a lot of us have this idea that we need to get to a certain point in order for us to feel a certain way. And that is a means goal, because the goal is actually to feel a certain way. And so we have this idea that first we need to achieve this before we can feel that. But actually what you want is to feel that. And the magic is that you can actually create that feeling right here, right now. And through visualization, we start practicing that. The power of choice is the 5th phase in the 6-phase meditation. And this is the module or the phase where you learn the immense power inside of you to choose the way you desire to respond in any situation. It helps you to learn how to mentally rehearse the kind of person you want to be. This is also the skill that we use for habit building. Learn the difference between reacting and responding. And here again, it comes into the power of choice. We want to be at a place in our body, having a strong and safe and loving nervous system that is able to step back for a second when something comes at us, so that we can consciously start responding in a way that we choose to, rather than being in a stressful fight or flight, tense nervous system mode that just lets us react instantly to whatever comes at us. There's no conscious decision there. When we are in a stressful state, then it's our animalistic instincts that do the reactions. And that's oftentimes not the nicest for the other, but also not for ourselves. And then we come to the last phase, which is connectedness. And this is the skill of connecting to something that's greater than yourself. In this module, you will learn to surrender the fruits of your actions and trust that whatever is meant for you will reach you. And we really just keep doing the heart-driven work for the joy of creation's sake, rather than to get to a specific outcome. So again, there comes in this practice of letting go, of radical acceptance for what is, of being grateful for no matter what. And then understanding that you are the co-creator in this play of life. And so with that, you have the full and entire roadmap to a joyful and conscious life. We have radical acceptance that builds the soil and the solid foundation. We have compassion, which is the first seed to plant, to cultivate love and unity. We have gratitude, the second seed to cultivate appreciation and bliss. We have forgiveness, which is the third seed to set ourselves free and take our power back. We have vision, visualization, visioning the future, to know your desired direction in life. And then we have the power of choice, understand the innate power you possess inside of you, and the connectedness to learn and to know how to surrender to the flow of life. And you can see here again that the first part of the 6-phase meditation helps you clear out the past. And then the second part helps you generate and create a vision for your future to actually change your reality. And where the magic happens is in that intersection in between. It's when you constantly let go of the old and work more and more layers of that out, manage to make that almost a daily practice, and you don't even have to forgive any big things anymore, because at one point you understand. There is nothing really to forgive, because you know that the other person is just doing their best with what they have been given on their side. And then with the vision for the future, you now have a powerful place from where you can start creating this new reality for yourself already here and now, with the resources and the tools that you have in this present moment. So you start learning that it's not about getting to that future vision one day. It's about the skill of how to actually make this new reality already in small pieces available here today. And even if that's only in your visualizations for now, but in that visualization, you feel it, you live it, you be it. Yes. And I think that is that for now, for the first part. So if you have any questions, and I think I'm happy to, maybe I'm happy to go. What would you prefer right now to do? Prefer to start the visualization or discuss a few things? I can go through the inputs that you guys have brought to me, and if you have any question, you can put it into the chat. And so I just want to go real brief through the things that you said you want to create in your life, and how that would be benefiting from the 6-phase meditation eventually. Let me see. So, for example, one of you said, I want to create, to fall in love with meditation, grow self-esteem, and love myself unconditionally. I hope that you can already see how the 6-phase meditation has everything in it that will give you exactly what you're looking for there. Some of you said more abundance, community, and adventure. You will learn how to see how abundant you actually already are. The starting with the 6-phase meditation, this whole thing is going to be an adventure 1000%. It's going to be a positive adventure, I can tell you that. And obviously, if you join me for the group program, you'll have community as well. I'm actually still thinking whether I want to make an open drop-in monthly Q&A call where we do meditation together and where we can exchange things like this, also for those who don't want to choose to do the whole course with me. So that's something in my creative pipelines that might come. Someone said, have a lucrative business venture and attract a custom fit life partner. This practice is not necessarily specifically designed to go onto business, but that being said, that any success in business eventually comes from a very strong and confident way of being and a very powerful and strong vision. So yes, also that will definitely benefit and be created as you work your way through the 6-phase meditation in the course curriculum. A balanced and abundant, happy life, 100%. Personal coaching business, again, that goes into vision, visualizing, and also building your own strength, letting go of whatever other people used to say about you and used to say about coaching and whatnot. So you can drop that and really move into your strong seat to rule your life from and to start your own personal business. A more sustainable home inside me with confidence, and also for my blog. Yes. So definitely, that's just the whole analogy that I just used as well, right? This whole thing is almost like creating a nice home inside of you for you, that your soul can really be proud and happy and joyful within, no matter what. comes. Help others and have unlimited abundance. Again, that's definitely covered. To accept myself completely as I am, to feel less lonely and more joy, abundance, and attract the soulmate. You will have big chances to do that. Peace and pure gratitude. I am grateful, but still not happy. That's exactly what I'm saying, right? When I talked about gratitude, the gratitude practice, oftentimes we think, yeah, it's enough if I'm just grateful for the things that I have, but why am I still so unhappy? We'll get into that. Unshakable confidence and thriving business. Again, you'll generate that if that's what you want. Abundance and happiness, 100%. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. And yeah, if there's no other questions in the chat right now, then I would invite you to find a comfortable place, a comfortable position. Make sure that you are undisturbed for the next 30 minutes. Make sure that your partner and your kids know that. And I will give you about a minute or so to get ready. And then slowly get started. All right. So I hope that you found yourself a comfortable seat. That can be on the chair, it can be on the couch, on the floor, wherever you feel that you are most comfortable right now. Find that comfortable seated position and prop yourself up as much as you need to in order to fully relax while maintaining an upright spine. Use a wall or the back of the chair if necessary. Cross your legs if that's comfortable, or put your feet on the floor. And then place your hands onto your knees or into your lap, or maybe even with the palms onto your chest, onto your heart region for the start of this. We're going to go through a little short breathing exercise. So wherever it feels most comfortable for you to let your hands land. And then gently close your eyes. I will guide you now through 3 cycles of what we call the box breathing. So take a gentle and long breath in through the nose, filling your lungs with air as we prepare. And exhale out slowly and completely through the mouth. Now close your mouth if you can and breathe only through the nose. Breathing in for 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, pause 2, 3, 4, inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, pause again 2, 3, 4, breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, and pause again 2, 3, 4. Relax your belly, let the air flow in again naturally. And then allow your breath to flow as it wants to. Take a moment to arrive and settle in your body. If your eyes are still open, close them now. And relax your brain. I want you to notice any sounds that you are hearing around you, reaching your ears from near and far. And notice how the awareness of those sounds affect your feelings. Notice the labels that your brain puts to them. Loud, noisy, irritating, calming, annoying. Whatever labels come up, whatever words come up as you notice it, feel it, acknowledge it, and then let it be. Come closer to your own body as you do so. Let whatever you just noticed be what it is, and let it do what it does. There's nothing you can do about it right now, so let it go. Focus on you. Now notice the sensations of your body, of the skin, the points of contact of your body to the floor or the chair or the pillow or the couch. What is the relationship between your body and that surface? Does it feel hard or soft? Is it warm or cold? Is it comfortable or uncomfortable? Painful even, maybe. Again, become aware of the labels and the feeling inside as you become aware. Then let it go. As you move even closer to your core, can you let those sensations of the body just be what they are for now? And take a seat in your heart, your power seat, from where all meaningful creation starts. How does your heart feel right now? Tune in. Is it warm and open? Does it feel cold and closed? Does it feel neutral and careless? Is your heart in a state of ease and love, or a place of survival and fear? And yet again, can you let go of even those labels and dissolve your awareness into an all-inclusive, all-accepting one? To let whatever is here and now be whatever it is here and now. Take a full breath in through the nose. Breathe in loving awareness. And exhale softly and completely, letting go. And this is the art of radical acceptance. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now I want you to bring your focus onto the center of your heart. Imagine a soft, gentle light starting to glow in there. And then try to feel the warmth of that light glowing inside of you. If you are having a hard time feeling the warmth of the light, maybe it helps you if you think of a loved one, or imagine that you're looking into a baby's eyes, or having a cat in your lap that purrs loudly, sending vibrations into your body. Whatever helps you generate a feeling of warmth. This is you creating love from within. Now let that light slowly expand and fill up your entire body. Feel that feeling of warmth, the energy of love, swirling in through every cell. Feel it build up and get more and more dense. And you can feel this feeling wanting to move beyond the boundaries of your body, beyond your skin, but hold it in just a little longer. Now inhale slowly and deeply. Imagine your entire house, your home, And as you exhale, let that light fill your entire house, every living being, every object, and let them be surrounded by this light. Now take another soft yet full breath in and imagine your entire city or village or town. And as you exhale, let that light expand and envelop every single soul in that city with that light. Inhale fully and gently now, and as you exhale, let that light fill not only your country, but neighboring countries as well that it touches. Letting everything be filled with this warmth, this love, basking in that light. Inhale, and as you exhale, let it expand one more time to cover the entire planet, to fill the entire planet and every living and non-living being and thing on it. And with your next and last breath cycle for this phase, I want you to take the deepest and longest breath thus far, and then pause at the top for a little moment and feel that energy build up in your body, and imagine it building up in the body of the earth. And really feel that energy around the globe and inside the globe. Then exhale strongly and extend and very extended to let that energy of love and light expand into the last corners of the universe for as far as you can imagine. And from there, feel how that feeling burns stronger than ever in your heart, as you now know that you are the source of love, and that that love will always come back to you no matter what. And this is the beauty of compassion, of love and unity. Let us now practice gratitude. I want you to think of one thing each and really feel the gratitude as you remind yourself of the why you are grateful for that thing or that person. Ready? So let's go. Think of one thing, one person in your personal life that you are truly grateful for. And why? Can you feel it? And you can piggyback on that feeling that you just generated before. Feel that feeling. Now think of one thing in your work life that you are really, truly grateful for. Remind yourself of the reason. Why are you grateful for that? And feel it. Now I want you to think of one thing or one character trait about yourself, something that you truly honor and appreciate about your own body, about your own character, about yourself. And why? Again, feel it. And the next one is a bonus I added myself, but this is one that is really key to real bliss. So try it out and don't get upset if this is a little bit hard for you right now. Think of one thing or one event that you think of as really, really bad at the moment. Something that you'd rather not have in life, but you do. There's nothing that you can change about that. Can you find a way to be grateful even for that? As there is a lesson to be learned if you're willing to listen, a new direction to be taken, a new strength and skill to be acquired. Just play with it for a few seconds. And this is the power of gratitude. Now we move on to forgiveness. And I invite you to take something not too heavy for this first session together. So think of someone or something, it can even be yourself, who in the past has hurt you. And once you have a person in mind, I invite you to find a safe place in your mind. Picture a space where you feel safe and comfortable. That can be your home, can be a place by the ocean, cliffside or beach, a forest or a meadow. Wherever that is, you can be creative. It can also be in a museum. Can be in the bathtub. And then sit yourself down and exhale deeply to relax and anchor in your heart and power and connect to the energy of this space. Now I want you to imagine that this person that you just thought of is sitting down in front of you. You invited them to do so. Now look them in the eyes and keep your gaze soft and gentle. Look at them and remember what they have done and how it made them feel and how it made you feel. Sorry. Remember what they've done to you and how it made you feel. Tell them if you wish. Now try to see the situation from their eyes. As difficult as this may initially seem, think about how they may perceive this situation. You may want to go even further and think about what they could have possibly had to experience in their own day or life that has caused them to behave in this way. And remember, only hurt people hurt people. After you've seen the situation from their eyes, reflect on what you may have learned from this incident. How did it help you grow? Did this incident help you become a stronger or wiser person? And now that you see this person in front of you, kind of helpless and naked, can you forgive them? Forgive them because you understand. Forgive them because this is the only way to set yourself free again and to take your own power back. If you can, imagine giving this person a hug as a symbol of your forgiveness to do so. And then let them go. Stand up, turn around, and move away. And this, my friend, is the way to become unforgivable. This is how you love unconditionally. As we have now cleared out the past, let's start to envision our future. I want you to bring to mind a vision or dream you have for yourself 3 years from now. We often overestimate what we can do in 1 year, and we underestimate what we can do in 5. So think of your life 3 years from now as if it were a high production open air theater, or maybe a high quality big screen cinema, or maybe you want to play with a VR goggle experience, whatever works for you. Now bring to mind that specific area of your life that you wish to see a beautiful evolution in. This could be connected to your personality, your career, or your love life. Maybe your health, your fitness, places you wish to travel to. They could be goals linked to your personal growth or spirituality, or simply an experience you deeply desire to have. Either way, make the vision as vivid as you possibly can. See it play out beautifully on that stage or on the screen. Now that you have set the scene, start to bring in all 5 senses as you walk into the scene. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? And what can you smell? Notice how, as you are thinking of this vision, you are already feeling it. It's as if it's already happening now, because it is. Linger with that vision a little bit longer. And remember to bring in all 5 senses, touch things, listen to people, have a conversation, taste a drink, smell the fragrance in the air. Who else is in that scene with you? How are they behaving? How are they feeling? It is very powerful in our visualizations to think of and to feel into how other people will benefit from us reaching our goal or reaching our vision, reaching our dreams. How will their life improve as well alongside of us? As you wrap up, know that this future vision is already building up inside of you every time you feel into it. And this is how you start changing your reality. Now let's start taking action to be and becoming the person that you need to be in order to live this dream vision of your life 3 years from now. What daily habits would this future version of you have in place? How would that future version of you feel throughout the day? What would a perfect day look like? Imagine daily interactions that maybe now are still challenging. How would they play out in your dream life? How would you choose to respond? How would you choose to structure your day? And how would you choose to invite money into your life? How would you choose to face challenging situations as this strong, confident, and loving future self? Would you be meditating? Would you be active? Would you be creative? Hosting weekly social meetups or retreat every weekend into the mountain huts? Or maybe both? Again, bring in as much feeling as you can and use other senses too, such as smell, taste, and touch. See how others benefit from this new version of you and see yourself living out your dream day in your dream life as that person. And this is the power of choice and the route to building new habits. We are getting now to the icing on the cake of this visualization of the 6-phase meditation. You'll now connect to that higher source and ask for a blessing to conclude your practice and to support you on your life's journey. Take a moment to connect to whatever higher source you believe in, whether that's a certain deity, Buddha, God, Krishna, the universe, the field, or simply Mother Nature, whatever place you believe your life stemmed from. If you're an atheist, you can see your older, wiser version of yourself. And then imagine that you receive a blessing and a beautiful intention. Imagine this blessing as a beautiful golden light shining down from above, enveloping your entire body, creating a shield of loving, infinitely powerful protection of light. Know that this blessing will be with you to protect you from negativity, to support you through challenges, and fill you with all the qualities and strengths you need to evolve into the being that you came here to be. This is your blessing. And with this, you have now completed the daily dusting of your inner home through the 6-phase meditation. I am going to count from 1 to 5. And on the count of 5, you will open your eyes and feel wide awake, feeling wonderful and in perfect health, feeling better than before. 1, 2, 3. Get ready to open your eyes at the count of 5, feeling wonderful and in perfect health. 4, 5. Open your eyes, feeling wide awake, feeling nurtured, joyful, and refreshed, feeling in perfect health, feeling better than before. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth, start moving your arms, maybe reach your arms up over your head. And take a minute to re-arrive back in this space. Feel free to put any insights, any questions into the chat box. Maybe go have a drink, a sip of water. And then let's find ourselves again together here in this space. Wonderful. Nice. All right. So I will briefly tap again into the challenges that you all have brought in with your signing up forms, and see how I can relate this practice even more so for you, for your challenges also, not only for your dreams and the creations that you want to make, but also for your challenges. I hope that you were already able to feel quite some powerful insights and feelings inside this meditation and visualization that we've just done. So someone said, my biggest current challenge is to face my fears and having a lot of self-doubt. And I want to encourage you that this practice that we're going to be doing together, or this practice just with this 6-phase meditation, is really working exactly on those things. It will help you understand your fears more. It will help you to clear the negativity and the self-doubt, as well as you start envisioning yourself in your dream state in the perfect way, with a lot of self-confidence, with not with no fears, but with fears that feel exciting, that feel accelerating, right? It's always so much about the stories that we tell ourselves about a certain concept. that makes it a negative experience. Because we think that people who are able to speak in front of thousands of people, or who are able to run big businesses, that they don't have fears. But they do. They just don't see it as a bad thing. They see it as a as a driving force, something that accelerates them, that gets them excited to get to do something, that pushes them beyond their comfort zone. So said, finding a portion of my purpose I can turn into profitable venture and relationship issues. Again, so this visualization practice, all of these skills will give you an opportunity to really dive into your purpose and into the meaning of what a purpose actually is. Reacting when I'm triggered, I tend to blow up. Can the 6-phase meditation help you in that? What do you think? Yes, it can. It definitely can, as you start to become more aware of the things that happen around you, and you have a practical tool to rehearse a better way of responding rather than reacting. And where does that come from? It comes from your understanding of that if you're in a stressful state, it is more likely for you to be triggered and to react in a blowing up way. But when you know that, you can give yourself more resting time. You can integrate more self-care practices, more meditation, breathing, things that help your nervous system to calm down, to get into that safe space. And in the course, we'll definitely look deeply into this, because this is huge. This is a huge understanding on like why we are in our life the way that we are. Yawning during meditation is a challenge for one of you. Finances and self-doubt. I don't know how you felt throughout this meditation now, but I can definitely tell you that for me, any other regular mindfulness meditation is always getting me distracted right away. I get bored, etc. And with the 6-phase meditation, what it does, it gives your brain something to hold on to work with. And that way I'm not getting bored, and I can actually sit through the whole thing very easily. Someone said, I feel stuck. I want to change direction in which my life goes. Again, I guess you see how powerful that this visualization and the work in depth can be. Self-belief, staying positive about the future, appreciate all I have done despite the mistakes I've made, creating conversation to share coaching services, keeping momentum, feeling competent to put myself out into the world and earn a living. I'm just going to say yes, 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 and yes. I cannot tell you enough how much I believe in this work and how much I believe in the power of actually really diving deep to really integrate all of these skills so that you are then ready and prepared for whatever comes at you. So you don't just start working on one construction site and then you go out of a course and then you realize like, oh, damn, that's actually not where I had to start building. It's actually this construction site that I have to work on, and you go another course. With the Empowered Living course, you really get the full package within just 3 months. And then another 3 months where you can actually start implementing it into your life with my guidance. So, where are we in our process? Oh, yes. So, if this at all caught your interest and you wish to somehow start working on that, get serious and invest your time and energy into this, here are my offers. My number one top offer that I'm going to make you today, and this one is only going to be open and available until the end of July, is the Empowered Living group course, which is starting mid-October. That's going to run for 6 months, which I'm giving you for 1,111 Swiss francs instead of 2,222. And I don't even know, like, this is just really a no-brainer. This is 6 months in an amazing container with me, weekly coaching calls, group coaching, and a very compact, all-inclusive toolbox for you to start creating a life of your dreams and an experience of a dream life. And then another 3 months continuing. As you integrate these practices, we have weekly calls again where you can come in with questions, where I will share new little insights as we move along. We'll do the meditation together, so you get that accountability, and just a good group vibe all together. Option number 2, if you cannot wait until October to get this work started, is you hop on to a one-on-one with me. One-on-one coaching intensive for 3 months for 1,333 francs, or the coaching starter pack if you're not quite sure whether you are willing to really get the whole package just yet, which is 444. Obviously, you can extend 1 month per 1 month per 1 month, but the starter package, no, I'm going to leave that at that for now. Yes. Yeah. And that's it. So if you are interested and curious to learn more about the structure and how the Empowered Living course is going to look like, chat me up, message me, and we can hop on a call. We can talk about that together and see how this will be helpful for you. And then again, if you want to work on this with me one-on-one, you can do just that as well and chat me up for one-on-one, and we get started right away. That being said, I will not be coaching in July. I will be gone for a full month of an experience. And then in August, I will be starting to coach again, right? But if you really want to start diving in now, you hop on a call with me as soon as possible, and I will be able to give you some guidance for that time that I'm not coaching just yet. Yeah. So you won't be left alone. And yeah, and even if you decide to join the course after the deadline of July for the 1,111 Swiss franc offer, you can still join that. It's just going to be double the price, which is still a sick deal, I'm going to tell you. So I really hope that we can get an amazing group of at least 10, if not 20 people together. This would be my dream. This would be my dream vision come true. And no matter how many people are going to be in there, it's going to be epic. It's going to be great. The lessons and the learning are going to be powerful. And I just can't wait to see the evolution that you guys are going to create for yourselves in this time. So if there is no more questions so far, then I thank you so much for being here with me, for taking the time. And as I said, I would highly appreciate some feedback on how this workshop landed for you, if it was at all helpful, if it was powerful, if you had already powerful insights for yourself. Share that with me. Let me know what I could improve so that a next session would be better and would be more powerful. And then, yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm asking from you. So again, thank you very much for this opportunity to practice with you. Thanks for staying with me. And I see you around. I hope to hear from you. Thank you so much, and have a lovely rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever that is. I'll see you around.